Welcome back to the Etc. Podcast. I'm your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark.
How's it going?
We got navy blue sweatshirt wearing, black pants having, white Air Force having, headphone wearing Mark.
How's it going?
And we got wears the same Carhartt vest with a hoodie and chino pants and his beat up Blazers Vic. Gotta do my own intro sometimes, you know, because Mark don't hype me up like that. It's okay. We back for another episode.
Because I never diss Victor.
You're right. Had to throw a little applause there. Mark.
Yes.
If not by the time this comes out, we are at 1,100 subscribers. So I just want to
straight up.
Another 100 in the books, on the way to $2,000. 2 bands. Thank you, ma'am. Last time I saw you, we was at a...
Okay, I was low-key a little lost. I was like, what is he talking about?
What are you talking about? What is that?
Is that beatbox competition?
Yeah, bro. We was at the Battle of the Bands.
I was like, okay.
No, we went to a Shrek rave, and I don't know what's going on. These shoes should be a lot more fucked up than they are, but they're not. Like, if I put on new laces, like the laces are probably the most fucked up part, but I wore these to a concert prior, and then I went to the Shrek rave with you, and that was covered in ogre juice. That was literally like what the shit was called in there. I'm not making that up. Me and Quinn ordered drinks, and no, ogre water, I'm sorry, but the drink was swamp juice.
Nice.
It was good though. It was Tito's vodka, coconut water, and Mountain Dew.
Coconut water?
And it paired surprisingly well. We fucked that shit up. Very expensive. We went up there. It was busy. And then Quinn ordered it because obviously like it was a lot going on. So I'm like, just give me whatever. He ordered it while I'm there. And it was like, you want to separate together? And Quinn was like, put it together. And it was like the total was like $40. And Quinn looked back at me like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna give him my half. He was like, Jesus Christ.
$20 or $40 each.
No, 40 total.
That's what I'm saying. 40
Yeah.
for both. So that means it's 20. Like, jeez. That's insane.
It was good, but like, I mean, that's how they make their money. The tickets for the event was not that expensive to begin with. So yeah, they just got to make their bread up. But like, we walked in there and there was like a bunch of people with those cups. And this one lady, she had like a pink one. I asked them, I was like, what is that? Like, it was kind of fire. So I could order it. And they were like, I don't know. They just gave it to me. So I was like, all right, cool. As long as I get one of them cups, I'm cool. But like the way it works, I never really had one of them. It's like, you saw it, did you? No, I already drank it by the time you came. It was this cup, it was plastic, and it has a lid on it. And it has a lid where it has like a little shot glass thing in it. So you could like turn it upside down and like make it into a shot. But like, or like you could put a straw through. I didn't know about the straw part. I would have did the straw part after this because with the lid, I was just drinking it straight out of that. But it's a cup with a lid and it wouldn't seal. So I spilled it on myself. So I got ogre juice on me, but it's okay because I was a blind mice. So like I had that excuse. Yo, this happened before you came, but we just walked in, right? We had our drinks and there was this ramp before you actually get to like the actual concert area, right?
Yeah.
And me and Quinn were standing there. We had our canes. We were talking to you, trying to get stuff sorted. He was on the phone with somebody for work, getting something sorted.
Logistics.
And we had our canes and I had my glasses on. So I looked like a blind mice. And I had put my cane against the wall and it fell. And then this girl knocked it over and she like was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But I look blind. But what's fucked is like, she was like, I'm so sorry. But I looked dead at her face. I was like, it's okay. I was like, it's okay. Don't worry. And then she like walked a little bit past me and then she saw me like take my glasses off and talk to Quentin. And she was like, oh my God, I thought you were like, you really needed that. And I was like, no. And then she's like, oh my God, blind mice? And I was like, blind mice. And then she just went about her day. But that was kind of funny because she dead ass. She felt like the look of horror when she was like, oh my God, I just knocked over a blind person's cane. And then it was just me. I was like, I was worried about it. I was like, nah, people cool as a Shrek. I was like, is that offensive? But I was like, no, it's a character from the movie.
If
I was
anything,
like,
you should be more offended by the people who made the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
also a character.
It's from a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, so
thing.
It's like.
But yeah, it is what it is. There was at the SpongeBob one me and him went to, there was actually a blind person there.
Oh, look at
which is pretty cool. And they were like dressed up and they were having the time of their life, but they did have like their actual stick that they actually needed.
wonder whoever they like, who they go as.
I forget.
I hope whoever like who they win as.
No, they look decent.
Really
Yeah.
You imagine they think they're SpongeBob or something?
No, no. I feel like people who with like, especially as when they become adults, they're very like, it's almost like they don't need. I mean, they don't.
No, I know
but
what you mean.
Like there's
so
people that like
to
they've gotten so good at navigating the world without eyesight that they can just tell. Because you know, like there's people that like they'll touch somebody's face and they'll be like, oh, like I can recognize you now or whatever, like or your voice or so. Like I feel like they even like, I'm positive that she like dressed and picked out her outfit herself.
Okay, I'm just saying. We're drawing.
If I was blind, you'd probably do that to me. And I'd be like, bro, I've been blind for 24 years. I know what this is. You're not about to put me in this. You're
like, bro, I really just want to go as Shrek, bro. I'd be like, all right, got you, bro. Put you up as Lord Farquaad.
No, I was about to say it's a whole costume.
Like, I got you, bro. Like, he just look nothing like Shrek. Like, shut up, he doesn't talk. Oh, man.
But yeah, what'd you think of the rave?
It was interesting. What I had... I would have like loved to be able to like more like move around more and kind of like, you know, navigate stuff, I guess. Yeah. But like at the same time, I can't be upset about something where the place is literally located in South Street and it's like a building like any other building, you know? Like
me and Quinn was lit. We like got separated a couple of times, but then once we got with y'all, we like stood to the same. We was in our pack.
Okay.
But there was a couple points because like with the sun, you couldn't see, bro. Like when you had the difference
That's what I was saying.
I might as well have been blind.
Yeah. Like I saw like certain lights like through like the corner parts where you can kind of see. And I saw like when the lights would flash, like how bright it was. And I was just like, why is that shit so bright? And I was like finally like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was part of the reason why like I stood in my spot. Like when I did move, I would just like, I would take my glasses up and then I would like go and move because I didn't want to step on anybody. Like people had costumes on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But good time, fun time.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Seeing a lot of random visuals.
Oh yeah, that was cool though.
Yeah, it was interesting.
The music was actually good. I knew somebody that like also went to the same event but like in a different city, and they were telling me like they went to two.
Wow.
That they went to one in like Rhode Island. They went to one in Atlantic City. And they said the Rhode Island one was way better than the Atlantic City one. And then I sent them videos of ours, and they were like, yours was way better than both. So apparently we went to a good one. Like they said the music was way better at ours.
Oh, okay. Music wise. Okay. I thought you just meant like the whole experience in general.
I mean, they said like in general, like it was kind of ass in general. But I was like, I would have thought Atlantic City would have been like popping. Yeah. Having like a casino or something like that. But I guess not.
Interesting.
Part of me, after I've gone to two of these, part of me wants to make one up.
What do you think yours will be next?
I feel like I answered this question before, and I forgot what my answer was.
I feel like both of these like events like cover two major things in our life that we like that we would think.
I mean, in our life, but like you could do like a Minions one. People pop out for Minions. I'm trying to think like what is enough people that people would be like, yo, I'm going to that.
I guess
I saw one for like an anime one.
See, that was where my thought was just going,
but it wasn't. It was like. Kind of. It was like a different name, but it wasn't like, it was like, oh, like it's optional anime. I would want it to be like, nah, y'all gotta like cosplay rave.
Yeah.
Cos rave.
Okay.
Or like you could just pick like cartoons.
Franchise, like, you know, like Cartoon Network.
Yeah. And then just pick all the best songs from them. Because like Shiny Teeth and Me would hit.
That shit would be
also
dope.
For me, I feel like it wouldn't be a rave. I will want it to be more like, because I've gone to two of these.
I know exactly what you mean.
And
I feel like I have your exact feeling, and this is exactly how I wish the Shrek one was.
Because like I'm not a rave person. I don't like the I can't get down with that. I'm not like a full on like Papa Molly. Yeah, like feel the bass, like head knocker. Like I was there. I'm like, yo, I'm here. Let me might as well play along. Yeah. I'm here. Let me just be in the moment. But like I wasn't really into it like that. I was just here like to say that I went to this type of thing. But if you have it like a club music, John, like Jersey type, but like SpongeBob, but like because club music, Jersey club music or Baltimore club music already had like SpongeBob shit incorporated. But if you just and you can make anything Jersey, like you just got to repeat the same line a bunch of times and add a beat to it, and it's Jersey. So you could do that with any show. So I feel like it would go something more like that, or if you just go into like something that's just like hip hop mashup type of thing, where it's just you take a popular song, put a little bit of the show, mix it into a thing, because it happens all the time. So you think about like Drake when they did it with the Scooby-Doo joint. It's like with the wrist, what's the Scooby-Doo coming out for you? Like that shit would go hard. So yeah, I wouldn't do rave because I'm not an EDM rave type person.
Yeah. I would do exactly what you're saying, but also not make it so much where it's like how would I say it? Where it's just like somebody who's just DJing up in the front and everybody's just there kind of like, I would do it more like it's like almost like a kickback thing where there's like a bunch of like small activities of stuff you can do that have revolves around that stuff, and you can kind of walk around, you know what I mean? But at the same time, enjoy the music. There's probably a spot where you can kind of dance and all that stuff, but at the same time do other things. So
I got it.
That would be lit.
Video game one.
Yep.
Because you could take music from the games.
True.
And then you could have activity. Bro.
I'm just another Master Chief.
Come here.
I'm just another Master Chief, bro.
And then you can just incorporate all that. You could do the and then people would be like, oh shit. And you could do that. And like you don't like, I believe on those venues, you just go on their website and be like, if you want to have a private event, you just got to pay whatever amount, and then you just charge money for heads.
Oh yeah.
So tell you what, if we get to 50,000 subs, we'll make it happen. I was about to say like 100, but I'm like, no, if we get to, I'm comfortable with 50.
Yeah, 50.
If we get 50,000 subs, I'm confident that we could fill up one of those rooms and do that as a celebration for a hitting.
I can see that.
And we could plan out the flyers and like put some money into it, and then just charge money for heads, and then not charge people $20 for a drink.
True.
I mean, we probably have no control over that. That's probably the venue trying to make their money back.
True. Yeah, I'd probably say we could charge 10 the most. But if you like make it cheap enough, but then also make it really good, people will like, you know,
come back, you know what I mean?
Keep getting more and more and more. Next thing you know, you just got like, you know, Lara Croft just passed out on the floor.
And everybody just confused.
But no, yeah, I think that'd be lit.
I agree. But yeah, that was a good experience overall. I want to do more stuff like that. I just be keeping my eye. I'll be sending y'all stuff all the time, and y'all be replying. But like, it's just a thought that counts. You know what I mean?
I'll be looking at it.
I know. It be saying Mark seen.
I know.
He don't be saying shit, but he be seeing it.
I've been seeing it, bro. I've seen it.
The other day,
I
sent like 10 messages back. Well, I also found out why, because Quinn, like he got locked out of his account.
Yeah.
But I sent like 10 messages in our Instagram group chat. And then at one point I was like, yo, I just be talking to myself in here. And he looked at it and still didn't say nothing. So I was like, all right, whatever. But I also want to touch on this because we talked about this, unless you want to say something.
No, keep going.
Before we walked in here, they looked at, Mark and Quinn, we was on the phone, they looked at me crazy because I brought up the idea of Mighty Wings. I don't know if y'all remember Mighty Wings. After we looked it up, we found that it was in 2013 to 2014. McDonald's had wings, and they was not that bad.
It was a long time before that as well. And went longer. The duration went longer.
And then Quinn started talking about 7-Eleven wings, and I was like, I'll talk to you later. And then, but also in the same vein, I'm like, yo, those were kind of decent. What were we talking about before that they brought up wings in the first place? I think it was just...
we were talking about some food, though.
Yeah, quarter pounders with cheese and shit. And
yeah.
But I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, yo, they had Mighty Wings. It was bone-in. It was like, it looked like, yo, it literally looked like Asian food, Chinese food wings.
Gotcha.
And it tasted just like that, but it was spicy. But I also bring this up because I heard this, I saw it online, the headline, and then I heard about somebody talking about it in my job at the office. Like I heard like just around the room, I'm like, like they're talking about that. Buffalo Wild Wings is getting sued. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
They're getting sued for their boneless wings.
Why?
Somebody sued them for their boneless wings because they said it's not really boneless wings, it's chicken nuggets. And now I thought it was dumb, right? I laughed at it, right? But then when I looked more into it, the person has a point, and most likely I think they're gonna win because here's why, right? So you think about, we always had the argument before, is it a wing? Is it a nugget? Is it actually, you know what I mean? And I'm team bone in. especially from Wingstop, because the boneless wings from Wingstop, they be, I don't know, you be getting like 7 good ones, and then there's that one you bite into and it has this weird chunk in it. I don't know what the hell you know what I'm talking about?
It's pretty hard sometimes. Maybe.
Yeah, it has like a little in a square shape.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Wingstop be hit or miss. You got to catch them when they on a good day, they amazing. Yeah. But when you get on an off day, I've never had better Wingstop than the one by your dad's house to this day. That is our Wingstop. But
I don't know.
Back to the point.
You know why? Because you got certain Wingstops that when you walk into it, you can tell it's like, this is a chain place. It's just all like the same thing. The one with my dad's kid, they played their own music.
They did their own shit. They was vibing. Owner will pull up once every 3 months.
Exactly.
That one on Aramingo is garbage. I hate that.
I know what you're talking about.
We went to it once, I think, like to like all of us like on my birthday or some shit. Just randomly like late night.
Yeah, I know exactly.
That shit was trash.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then supposedly the one by Q's house that they opened up, when I was in training for T-Mobile, he said that he used to go to that one to like way too much to the point they like knew him when he said it was good. But
I think I know which one he's talking about too.
Yeah. Point is, Buffalo Wild Wings, right? You know, boneless wing. You think about a boneless wing, you would think it's like, all right, basically it was a chicken wing, a bone in at one point, but they pulled out the bone, kept the meat, you know, and gave it to you. That's not the case with Buffalo Wild Wings, and most likely a lot of other places. So like Wingstop, be careful. It's really just chicken breast meat that they put together, like they batter and fry. So that is by definition a chicken nugget.
So then what would defy a boneless wing?
That's what I'm saying. So if it was actually a boneless wing, right?
Yeah.
The process, you would think if you're going to make an actual boneless wing would be to take a chicken wing, right? Not fried yet, not nothing. Pull out the bone and you fry it, right? Like if you buy a bag of chicken wings from Walmart and they're wing, like, you know, a wing and got the tail and shit.
Yeah.
Chop off the tail, pull out the bone, and then you can either batter it or whatever you want to do and just fry the meat as is. That's a boneless wing. When you think about it, if you do it like that, that's fire. Because it takes out the difficult part, and it's already prepped for you to just. All they did was just to take a chicken breast and then just like broke it down, you know, tenderized it and fried it and made it into a chicken nugget.
Okay, so basically.
So I might make boneless wings at home because that sounds way better if I just.
So yeah, but you're saying though in the process of doing that you have to leave it kind of like as is once you take the bone out? Or are you saying you can still like kind of like put it together?
You could put it in a batter. You could do whatever.
Okay.
But it has to be chicken wing meat.
Okay. I mean,
they're using breast meat and calling it a wing.
Okay, so there you go. So that's really just the only issue. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be wing meat.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna lose.
I'm fine with that.
When you think about it, because like low key or not even low key, like different parts of the chicken taste different.
Yeah.
Like if you eat a thigh, it's gonna taste different than a breast.
A little bit more tender.
A flat tastes different from a drum.
We all know that. 'Cause come on.
Yeah.
Who likes
So and a nugget is just like ground chicken, you know, frozen, put up into into its shape, put into a batter, fried.
Nugget.
And it's like that. That's why it has that weird consistency. When you get a breast, you go to like KFC Popeyes and you peel that breast, you see how the chicken kind of just has that strippiness to it, that string cheesiness to it.
I see what you mean.
Exactly. So Buffalo Wild Wings, count your days. Your wings was never that good to begin with. I never liked Buffalo Wild Wings like that.
I mean, I went there maybe a couple times, but again, that was back then when I guess it was really popular, and I guess they kind of knew it.
Before they started cheating on their boneless wings.
Exactly, and I think at that point, that's where they got to their peak, and then once everybody realized that they do not need to go there every sporting event, and you know, they just kind of lost it.
That's where they was getting people. They was doing those. I mean, they probably still do, but they was showing UFC events, any boxing fight you went to. You know,
it was kind of one of the places that had like, as far as like the vibe of a sports bar, but you know, you didn't have to go to like a small bar and everybody share one TV, because the thing was they had a bunch of TVs, and that was very like one of the few places that when you went to, you had like a bunch of TVs you could kind of look at. So everybody was going there. Once everybody realized they could watch all that shit at home, or other places just started reiterating that, it started kind of just falling down. They were just like, oh fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, the last time I went there was my last straw, and it was terrible.
What happened?
I went with Emily. This was like maybe about probably getting to a year now, or not already. And we got wings there, and the wings weren't that great, you know, like you said. And we ended up getting tater tots, bro. They literally just grabbed tater tots from the freezer and literally threw them in. But when we got them, you could literally see how they were all just stuck together.
Oh, they didn't even try to open it up or nothing.
Nothing, bro. They just threw them bitches in there, and they were just
it was a tot.
It was a block.
Un tot.
Literally a block, probably. And they just said,
un tot. Yo, I'm a fiend, bro. I don't. Does Emily eat from Love and Honeys?
Yeah. Well, wait. No. So we actually haven't eaten from there yet.
You order it tonight.
Okay.
If you're gonna be over there, order it tonight. I'm telling you. I'm gonna get some. I think I might get some after I drop you off.
Okay.
That spot, I used to go there all the time. Me and her niece used to go like every Sunday. It was like a ritual. And I haven't had it in a while, so I want to get some. Okay. But their tater tots, bro.
Okay, I didn't know they had tater tots.
Yeah, they don't do fries. They do tater tots, and they have like they have cookies, and they have like dip, and then they have their tenders, and they have their wings, and all this, and then they do sandwiches. They got this breakfast one that's really good. It's called the Biscuit John. Don't knock it.
Is that really?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Okay, I didn't know if you were just
no. It's like a chicken sandwich fillet patty thing, and then on biscuits, and it's called a Biscuit John. And then sometimes they put like a different like little sauce on it. It's good, and their ranch, homemade, amazing. Point is, when you said tater tots, their tater tots, I will put like 15 in my mouth without chewing, and I'm not exaggerating. You can ask Anissa if you want to. I put like 10 in my mouth without even realizing.
Somebody's gonna like edit this. Edit this.
I put like 15 in my mouth, and I just.
Oh my god! Okay.
And I just tear them up.
And he just cuts to me, and I'm just like, okay.
He do.
He does.
But yeah, they're really good, and I want some. Their tenders are good, and their sandwiches are good, and their wings are pretty good too. They have one that's like a combo where they give you like two wings, two tenders, like couple tenders, couple tater tots. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's crazy that y'all are that close to it and y'all haven't had it.
Yeah, I know. There's been times where
you could walk to it.
Yeah, there's been times that we said it, but then we ended up just probably getting something else or something. But definitely want to try it. I tried though Joe's, which is right there, that cheesesteak place.
Joe's Soda and Joe's Burger and shit.
You know, I never got the whole name. I just
what I'm talking about, the red lights
across from Garage, like not like right across from it, but like corner.
Joe, the soda shop, the where it's like across the McDonald's and the 7-Eleven and all that shit under the L.
Yeah, well, it's not under the L, but it's
like
a little bit.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. Because I know I used to see like when it first got there, it was always one of those like, nah, I'm just gonna go to George's because that's just
right there.
My guy. Like, you know, like we've been through everything. But yeah, so we tried that maybe like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month, honestly, and I actually enjoy it. You know, I thought it was gonna be really overrated and kind of like ass, but I actually had it and it was pretty good.
You know what's another good spot that I didn't even know was like not a chain, but they have multiple locations, like one here and one in New York, and it's on that same block. You literally just walk down that same corner and keep walking straight.
I think I might know what you.
Fat Sal.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like it's like a barbecue kind of place.
And they have like, I mean, it's about to get warmer, so they're gonna have like the benches and stuff out again. So that place, I had that place once. It was good.
We noticed it because we went down there too. There's also another place, I think it's called Two Brothers, Two Roberts, something.
Yeah, like Two Roberts. It's like a brewery food place. It looks really good.
It looks really cool too, the way they have the
inside and the lights and all that.
I remember we were passing by too, and I looked at it and I was like, "What is this place?" Because we always go by there, and we just never kind of knew what it was. So
when are we doing our food show?
Oh yeah, you got to. After talking about it,
I think we'll get Quentin back if we do that.
True.
We'll get him to come around.
You know, that would be one thing I would say we could do as far as like if the fans want to see like Quinn, like we got our own little like side thing that we do, which is this, and then that's where you can see Quentin on. You know, it wouldn't be this, but if you watch that, you know, you see him.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty.
Incorporate into the Thursday videos or something, or we could film like. Close your eyes. Close your ears.
Yeah, close your eyes.
We could film like a season, put it together, edit it, like take our time with it and just put it out later.
And then put it out.
Like film it this summer.
True.
Put it out early 2024 or like fall of 2023.
Yeah, have that.
I'm being dead ass. We're going to talk about this.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we're still good on time. Another thing that I saw, I didn't really look too deep into it, but supposedly NASA got new drip or like space. They like got new space suits and shit.
It's black.
What you think?
I thought that shit looked fire.
You want to join the Space Force?
I do. Honestly, I would, bro. If somebody came to me, if Biden came to me and said, bro, we need you.
Hey, Mark. We need you for the Space Force. I can't do a good Joe Biden.
Yeah, neither can I. I'm not white, so I think that just helps.
I can do it.
Right, everybody can do that.
Sleepy Joe.
But yeah, bro, I'll
falling asleep.
I'll go right to space, bro. I'm sorry. I just think like I know it's the idea of like, yo, we try to like save or clear out what's in space to protect our world, I guess per se. But I'm like, bro, to be basically asked to go into space is like, bro, I don't know how I could ever turn that down.
I'm trying to think of what it like. It dead ass looks like the Halo suits from like Halo Infinite, like one of the like the esports.
You know what it reminds me
like
of?
The
actually,
Fnatic.
Now I was trying to think about where it was from, and I remember one of the FORTNITE seasons, very early.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
For the black
that skin,
the one that glows.
Yes,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm about to look it up. FORTNITE skin.
It was
Black
very
astronaut.
It was the very early season by Black Astronaut. It pulls up,
you heard me?
Pulls up Black Astronaut.
What is this thing called? I forget the name of it. Dark Voyager.
Dark Voyager. Yep, that was the one. Yep. See, that's exactly what it reminded me of when I saw it. I was like,
a bunch of Dark Voyagers out there.
Everybody was just eventually.
Look what came up.
Black Adam,
which is also a skin in Fortnite.
Yes, also a skin. Look at that. Too many at this point, but yeah, that's what I thought of when I instantly saw it. I saw it one day when I was at work, and I was like, that's kind of hard. I don't know how it'll really go. If you definitely got to make sure you got some light on you, because if they get to some place that's dark, you lose them.
True.
Like,
no, that's when they install the glow. That's when they hit the button and it start glowing.
Be lit. But yeah,
space is probably scary, bro. No lie. And it like I remember reading when we were kids, when we was reading about like I believe it was like Black History Month. And we were learning about like astronauts, and there was like the first black like woman astronaut, and they're talking about how like she went to space a bunch of times, but like in space, like your bone wears away over time from being in space and shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's like something where it kind of like
the bone density, like
that's what I was trying to say. Yeah,
decays or like depreciates or something.
Yeah, so that would suck. I mean, yeah, but hey, I'll still go up there.
And now there's rich people like trying to go. Like, did that ever happen yet?
What?
Like not commercial, but like where regular people can go to space. I forgot what the proper term is for that.
If it has, then I mean, I don't know. Probably.
And I say normal people as in like
key.
And also at the same time, don't you have to go through training for that?
Yeah. I mean, unless they make it to where they actually make a type of like spaceship where that you won't feel that much, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because like the spaceships that we have now for the like 4 people, like only 4 people probably at most that be in it, it's a lot like I guess smaller and skinnier,
yeah,
so that like so
and they like
exactly
like shooting you
so
up.
Maybe like when the next one is, it'll be like a really hell was that?
I don't know. Continue.
Okay. He's an alien.
Yeah. Mark, I'm scared.
But yeah, it turns out, bro, this thing keeps falling down. But yeah, probably like huge to the point where you won't even like feel that. So I don't know.
And I'm guessing they probably don't send you like to the same altitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they probably take you to like a certain, I don't know, I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson, but like you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's like the sky and then like space and then there's like space.
And there's space.
Where you gotta like, you feel the G-force and shit, and you like fall asleep, and then you wake back up, and you fall asleep, and all your skin gets. Did you see that video of the girl who was like in a fighter jet? And
no, I feel like I remember seeing that, and somebody said, "Yo, she got hit with a bunch of G-force," and I don't think I like saw the whole video. I just remember.
Yeah, it's like a girl. She's like our age, and then I don't think she's driving it. I think she's like a co-pilot or something. And the guy's like, all right, I'm about to go to like, 900 G's. I don't know the proper number or whatever. But they were like, I'm gonna go to like this G-force or whatever. Like, get ready. Like, just tighten your stomach and like hold on. And she looks 20. And then they hit the G-force or whatever. And she looks 70, like instantly. Like all her skin just like pulls back. And she handles it like a G. She don't pass out, throw up or nothing. But like, that is wild.
I'll purposely scare. I'm like, ah!
And that was in the sky. That's like the Key and Peele skill in the helicopter. When the news bull. It's like, why? Fuck. Oh shit. And what kills me the most is the Jordan Peele, like a pilot, he's so calm. He's like, nope, we're going down. He's like, we just lost our engine. We're going down.
Lost our engine. Oh shit.
That show is it's appreciated, but like it's not appreciated enough for me.
because I always said with them, they always made skits of things that you wouldn't think of, but you definitely have in the back of your mind know that like you thought of. Like you just never seen it play in real life, but you thought of it. You thought of something where, yo, has there ever been like a person who in the helicopter who's a newscaster just like freaked the fuck out?
It's just a bunch of imagine if.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But have you seen the video of them explaining how they did the show? That was literally their formula of how they made skits. They like somebody asked them for advice. Was like, how'd you make stuff on that show or just create in general? And they were like, always start a skit or anything you do at 1. Then you go to 10. Then you go to 1,000. And he was like, we did that for every skit. And that when you think about it, it's true. Everything starts normal. Then it picks up a lot. And it's like, oh shit. Then it just goes off the rails. And that works for every skit. Slap ass. Normal shit. It's like, come on, guys. It's slap ass. Everybody's like, oh my God. And then it just like escalates to this point where it's like life or death.
He's just like, no more slap ass. Like, come on, guys.
Or the bull.
I forget his name.
Or the bull from Consequences. He was just like, oh, like I started off in jail. It was hard. And then I lost my sister. And then I got hit in the head with a lava lamp. And it's like all this other shit.
No, bro. The one that had me dead is when, bro. I think they were all in the circle and they were basically just like, they were cholos. And they were just in a circle. And I think the one bull, Jordan Peele, he had, I guess, lost his dog no, it was his friend. And I think he just got back out of jail or whatever. And they were basically bringing him back into the circle and just basically trying to talk to him. And they were just like, look, man, he's back. We just going to let him do his thing, Go ahead, tell your story. And he was telling the story. And every time he got to a part that sounded like he was a bitch, he was just like, hey, nobody cry, yo. All right, he's been through some shit. Right? He's just like, he's just fucking dying. I'm like, yo.
Care Bears.
Right? He's like, Care Bears. Yo, that shit had me dead. Yeah,
one day.
That sounds like definitely, like you said, that sounds like the perfect formula.
Yeah, I gotta show you the video. He's like, yo, like to the T. He's like, start at 1, jump to 10, and then just go to 1 million, like every time. And then make it be something that's real life relatable that people have been in. And it works every time.
It's just I feel like it's just the idea of like thinking of those like things, because like they've definitely done a lot of things where you felt like, yo, I've
thought of this,
either I thought of it, or maybe I've been close to this situation, but it never got to that point.
Like in my head it was, but
exactly,
it didn't.
Like it never got to that point, but it did. And I think like it's very like amazing to think like, yo, that's literally like how they should do it. And a lot of people just don't think like that or act on it. So I guess that's why. But
but we out of time. It was a fun episode.
It was.
Glad, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Mark, anything you say before we get out of here?
Only one thing, like Vic said, if y'all give us the follows, subscribe to us, we're gonna do our little show, we're gonna do a little food show. So, keep following, keep subscribing, share, do all that stuff, and who knows?
Because I say we shoot 5 episodes.
Exactly.
Put it together, see how it go.
Exactly. 5 episodes.
And put it out.
We can make each one. How about we do like, it's 5 things, but like each one is like 2 parts, So at that point, it'd be like 10, who knows? But
we just got to get comfortable with filming in public places.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. You'll start staring at everybody.
Yeah.
Like, got that one old head or one old lady just staring at us, just like, what are they doing? Why do they have their cameras out?
Yeah, we just got to be like, fuck it. Like, we doing it. Yeah. We've been doing it long enough.
Exactly.
Comfortable. But all right, guys. We love you guys. See you next week. Bye.